Hello everyone, welcome to Tactical Safety. Today we're going to do a range and review video on the Springfield XDM Elite. Not the Tactical Elite, but the regular Elite, chambered in 9mm. Now this firearm, this has a 3.8-inch barrel, full-size grip. The compact version of it has the same size barrel and a super short grip. And the compact version in 9mm has, I believe it's 14 plus 1. This one, it boasts 19 plus 1 in a flush fitting mag. It has a small mag well on it. Look at this. Beautiful fit. This firearm it's fully ambi. So I don't even have to switch the mag release around because it's already on both sides. All the XDM Tactical or XDM Elites are like that. This also has a slide stop on both sides as well. Now, the thing about this one, this also has what's called the grip safety, or some people call it the beaver tail safety, like on all the 1911s. Now, this firearm, it has the U-notch rear sight in white, and it has the fiber optic red front sight. These sights are excellent. So, sight is super easy to see. Now, got a really good deal on this one. I did not even want the OSP model. The OSP is the model that you can mount your red dot on. I didn't want that on this one because I knew I wanted something more compact. And also the thing I don't like about the XDM Elites with the OSP, when you put a red dot on it, like on this right here is a 4.5 tactical model. Threaded barrel, all that good stuff. You see I got the Olight light laser combo on this. I have a Holosun 407C on this. And you have to use a plate on this because it's very easy to notice that the optic is quite a bit wider than the slide, which is not really aesthetically pleasing, but it is what it is. This one has suppressor height sights, so you can co-witness, but it's pointless because the front and rear sights are blacked out, which makes it harder to do target acquisition anyway. But you have two much more reliable options, which is your red dot and your light laser combo. This one has, these both have the same grip safety. They both have the same ambi, mag release as well as slide stop. Also, they both boast the Meta trigger, which stands for Match Enhanced Trigger Assembly. Phenomenal trigger. They came out with this a few years back because the original XDMs, they didn't have that. But when they started making the Elite models, first thing they did was change the trigger. And like I said, it is a phenomenal trigger out the box. Another firearm with a phenomenal trigger out the box, a lot of your SIGs, like the P365, whether you get the Fuse, the X, the XL, all those have a great trigger, as does the Canic. The MC9 Prime, excellent trigger. All your Canics have great triggers out the box. That's why they're so successful, because when they came out, they boasted a superior trigger right from the start. Unlike a lot of your other firearms, the trigger is just functional. That's all I'll say. But with this XDM Elite, this thing, takedown is the same whether it's the tactical model or the non-tactical. Doesn't matter. It's the exact same. Of course, with all firearms, first thing you do is make sure it's unloaded. So you're going to lock your slide back, and the takedown lever, you flip it up to the 12 o'clock position. And then there's no trigger pull required with this. Slide just comes right out the frame. And then if you need to take your guide rod out, do so like this. You need to take your barrel out, you do so like that. Simple as that. Put it back together, reverse order. Like I said, this has a very smooth, very crisp trigger. It's easily concealable with the minimalist flared mag well. It's very functional, but very minimalistic, which is what you want. Now this one, these firearms, yes, they look similar. They're similar models, but they are for two totally different missions. This Tactical Elite, I have a regular tactical holster for this. I will not get a inside the waistband holster for this, because it's pointless carrying something like this as concealed, especially with the light laser combo. You got your optic and you got your huge flared mag well. That wouldn't be smart to carry something like this as a concealed firearm. This one, whole other story, because your barrel is, hell, counting the threaded barrel on this one, your barrel's probably more than an inch shorter on this one, and you still got the same trigger mechanism and everything. With this XDM Elite, it can also utilize the 22 round mags that come with the XDM Tactical Elite. See, it just sticks out the bottom quite a bit, but still feeds and functions perfect. But I wouldn't recommend using these 19 round mags in the Tactical Elite, because you can't even get it in all the way unless you push in like this. Now it's in all the way, but see, the magazine is in further than the mag well, so you don't want that. That's why I would not recommend using the 19 round mags with the Tactical Elite. This is a great firearm. So now let's go to the range and try this out. All right, as you see, we got the Springfield XDM Elite 9mm 3.8 19-inch or 19 round magazine. Also, another thing about this one, you can use the 22 round mags from the XDM Elite Tactical in this weapon. Now, it sticks out the bottom, but it still feeds and functions perfectly. And this one, as you see, it's a non-OSP model, which means you cannot put a red dot on it. I didn't want to put a red dot on this one because on my other one, as you saw, the red dot is actually wider than the slide itself. So I figured, I'm like, okay, the luminescent sights are really nice on this. I can do without a red dot on this one. Let's see how this is. As you see, both shots through the same hole. Now, this has the same meta trigger as on the XDM Elite Tactical 9mm, which has a very crisp take-up, solid wall, very smooth reset on this trigger. It has what's called the meta trigger, which stands for Match Enhanced Trigger Assembly. This is definitely the weapon to get right here. The Springfield XDM Elite. Not the old ones, the new Elite series. Let's do some more shooting. Now, you saw how this thing performed flawlessly. I put probably 200 rounds through this today. Not one malfunction. No hiccups at all. The sights are dead on. They did not need to be adjusted at all. And with this one, like I said, I don't even miss not having a red dot on this. I don't want a red dot on this because the price I got this for, didn't need it anyway, because of the fact that I love the U-notch rear sight as well as the fiber optic front sights. These are the same sights they put on the same U-notch on the Hellcats, because I have the Hellcat as well as the Hellcat Pro. And so if you're thinking about, if you don't know much about Springfield, hey, you need to seriously consider it, because it's a great firearm for a great price. So remember to stay armed, stay vigilant, and stay tactical. We'll see y'all next time.